All right, hello.
Here
We are with Tash and Sheila for let's chuckle together. I don't know what to name the segment yet, but
Right.
something like we'll talk and laugh at the same time and just enjoy each other's company as we always do. So Tash has chosen 5 topics. I have chosen 5 topics. Tash is unaware of my 5. I am unaware of her 5. They're in a vessel. Today is a bowl.
For future reference, it's Tuesday, June 21st, 2022.
Wow, future reference. I hope that we watch this in 10 years. And then I'll finally look at my
Or
face
40.
and be like, oh, wow, I'm cute.
Or be like, oh, my wrinkles did start when I was 35.
33, at least. As soon as the child popped out, I had like 7 wrinkles. And then we talked for 5 minutes on each topic.
That's right, I forgot that point.
I forgot
my
that.
point.
It's because we've done many of these, and
Yeah.
Tash just forgets her job.
I'm always doing vlogs, and I don't know which vlog is what and what the rules are.
Is what?
I'm always vlogging.
Vlogging.
Vlogging. I will have a timer on here.
Oh boy, and it's a
hot.
It's a hot summer day.
Actually, it's a heat warning.
We're super
day.
lucky. Yeah, it's a heat warning day as we enjoy the sun.
I know.
I have suntan lotion on always.
Do you really?
365, man. 365. I gotta prevent these rings.
Lose them.
I also wear retinol. I use retinol. So if you use retinol, you have to wear a sunscreen.
What's retinol for?
Fixing your wrinkles and like evening out your skin tone and getting ready
someone
for.
else told me that actually. But isn't it not good for you?
It's. I was gonna say medicinal. It's active. Like there's active ingredient. It's the most active ingredient you can get off the counter.
Yeah, you have to wear sunscreen then.
You must, otherwise you actually detract in benefits.
Gotcha.
That's true. I'm in the biz.
Oh, yeah, true. So you don't get it from Sephora?
I do.
The retinol low? No.
I do. I have my retinol from Sephora.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they've got tons of
And the
products.
sunscreen.
And the sunscreen, too. Oh, no. Delvey. She never
Anna
leaves me. Anna
going to
Delvey.
make appearances today.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we're into venting Anna. Anna Delvey will be all over.
Oh, God. I'm actually going to get a heat rash as this continues, just so you're aware.
We might need to do...
It's okay, it'll be worth it.
Redder and redder.
It'll be
People are
worth
going to
it.
be like...
Shall we?
Topic 1. I hope it's yours. For me, you're the guest.
Oh.
Potentially, even though I've only ever done it with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lucky me.
I might expand at one moment.
It's one that I did.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I hate
It's
this
always
one.
so
This is so
stressful.
stupid.
No, nothing is stupid.
Okay,
You can't
fine.
ever say it. Stupid is a
Okay,
bad
fine.
word.
It's so intelligent, this question. I hope you understand the concept. If you were to open up a nightclub, what would you name it?
Oh my god, I have a very similar question, but not nightclub. Okay, it has to be, I have to ask, is my nightclub going to be for the elite? For the Delvies? Or is my nightclub going to be like a bit skeezy? Because if it's skeezy,
Well,
it
if you
has
were
to have the
opening a
word
nightclub-
X in it.
Oh my god.
Like extreme.
Well, first of all, I think that I don't picture you really with a sleazy nightclub.
Yeah, I think...
Because you would want to be like, oh, Alicia Keys, you're in town. Come to my nightclub after. You're not going to want to come to X Hustle. It's not half strip club. It's not strip club.
It's not half strip club.
It has high-end champagnes.
Okay, so it's for Anna.
Oh, God.
So it's for Anna. So the first thing that came to my mind is like a city, which it probably is a little overplayed, but maybe Berlin. But
So
maybe
just be
that's
called
also
Berlin.
yeah, but maybe that's also overplayed as well. But I also, in the spirit of Anna Delvey, maybe I would like it to be called first name, last name. Like, not Patricia, but maybe like,
What do you mean
like
first name, last
Tilly.
name? Like Tilly Adorable? Like the hats? What do you mean Tilly?
Forget Tilly.
I'm going to Tilly tonight.
Tilly's stupid.
Don't use the word stupid.
Yeah, you're right. Tilly doesn't make me feel anything. Berlin makes me feel a lot of
I
stuff.
think Berlin's good because it's
Berlin
kind of like
feel-
underground.
Because it is
And
not like
things that are
Frankfurt.
illegal are...
Dusseldorf.
Oh my god. Dusseldorf.
Which is a beautiful
Oh my god.
city. I will say,
People try to Waze it or write it in the Uber. They have no idea how to spell it. They're trying to put
It's like the
colons
double-
on top of the dots of
What's
the
it called?
I don't know.
I thought you were
No,
going
I said the colon. The colon.
Okay, it's D-U-O with a colon.
Yeah.
But Dusseldorf, I will say, is a beautiful place. No shame to Dusseldorf, but I think I'm looking for a little bit more like seedy and elite and mysterious. So Berlin, I think I'm going with.
Wow, that's a great name. Yeah. I do like how there's been that trend of like church, because some people are like, oh, I'm going to church, I'm going to a library. All those names.
Is there a trend?
Yeah.
So it's like
that's happened. Like those are all places. The convenience store.
Oh yeah.
Like they're all like you say you're going to wherever, and it sounds one way.
I'm going to like.
Well, that's fine. Berlin's cool.
Maybe not.
Going to the bathroom.
Maybe it's a salon.
Okay. You know what I mean.
Alicia Keys.
But I do like a one word, so I'm a fan of Berlin.
Okay.
I do like just simple.
This makes me feel like I nailed it because you're in the industry-ish.
Sure. I think naming a place is really hard. So then it really sticks with you, and then you have to create a logo, and like, what are you going to do? Like a flag? Or just like charcoal colors, and that's it. Like not too much
charcoal,
gold.
That's what I'm picturing. Charcoal
gold,
colors.
obviously.
What about Klondike? No, Klondike is stupid. That's ice cream.
I know.
Ice cream! Midnight ice cream.
What a crazy club! I got double fudge.
Okay, I was thinking more like Gold Rush. I said Klondike, but I meant Gold Rush.
Okay.
Anyway,
probably
Berlin it is. That's
Berlin.
a great question.
All right, cool.
You're just
good.
not
I thought
confident.
it was stupid.
You have to be confident like Anna
Dalvi.
Anna Dalvi
Yeah, like, who
is
cares?
confident.
You guys are dumb. What do you mean? You didn't own the club already?
Oh, shoot. You don't own a social club? Okay, I close my eyes because... Let's see, this one's popping out. Is it me or is it you? I think it's me. And I think it's... What would
drag
be your drag name? And that's what was similar to this one. Okay. I think Miss Gold Rush.
Wow. So when I was young, like I was 15, I worked with this guy Brian, and he did drag on the side, and his name was Anita Cocktail. And I always think about it, that his name was Anita, but Anita.
That's like
I just
Bart
thought it was
Simpson
hilarious.
styles.
Yeah.
Like Mike Hunt.
Yeah.
Mike Hunt.
Can I get a Mike Hunt?
Mike Hunt. And I can't remember all of them, but Anita was like a standard in the Bart Simpson world. But Gold Rush, Miss Gold Rush, I just came up with. But originally, I had thought of this because I have a drag name already, but I don't do drag. Obviously.
It's like the first thing you did this morning and the last thing you ate. Like that's my drag name.
Is it?
I don't know.
So mine, if that was the case, mine would probably be like
P Tiramisu. That's my drag name. Welcome to the stage.
Mine this morning would be like Grunt. I don't know. Roll over.
Wow.
Roll over chips or something like that. Not as exciting. But originally my name was Vanilla Bean.
You flick it?
Yeah. I have to in the middle, wherever you
like
go.
When you went
that would
in
be
the
my
middle.
that would be like my move.
Like in the middle
I would
of
just
the
like dance, flick.
Like we did in the ice?
On the ice.
No one understood, but me and Sheila used to go to the center of the ice, in the arena, and then just take our glove off and flick our bean, but no one would ever know what that meant.
Except
we
for
didn't
us.
even know what it meant, but we just did it anyways.
It kind of meant like, let's go get it, girls. I don't know.
And y'all don't know what we're doing. So it's like our secret handshake.
We just see each other in hugs.
Hey, Sheila. Nice to see you.
Hey. But we used to play ringette, so that's why we were on the ice.
Yes, that's true.
Ringette is
probably just in case all the people that are watching this
who like never watch.
Context.
We need like, oh, is this your?
Yeah, that
where
is.
is the like?
So my
trash
drag
vessel?
name, I put it there. My drag name. Oh my god, I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
Okay, well, things that you...
Because I also think, like, am I doing drag that I'm then a guy? Or you mean, like, if I was a guy
like Victor
doing
Victoria.
A girl? Oh, okay.
Like a girl... Victor Victoria, do you know that story?
No.
Victor Victoria is a story of a woman who pretends to be a man who does drag.
Oh, okay, so it's a woman doing drag.
And it's incredibly funny.
My friend this weekend, which I need to show you videos of, he was doing drag this weekend. And he's... unbelievable. Yeah, and he's doing a brunch next weekend too, but he's so talented.
So talented when they nail it.
Yeah. I don't know what his drag name is. I can't remember. But I feel like mine would have to be very like I don't know. I know Anita Cocktail's really stupid, but I like that it's like there's like two sides
they have
to
like
it.
a lot of that. They have like, but I can't. I'm not clever enough.
Yeah. Well, Vanilla Bean.
Vanilla bean came to me, but I don't think I'm that vanilla. So I think that's why I don't like love it.
Yeah. True.
And I haven't shouted it from the
Maybe
rooftop.
it's Madagascar vanilla bean. So that it's African and it's like an exotic version of a vanilla bean.
Madagascar vanilla bean.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chrysanthemum.
I would want mine to
and
be
you could be like chrysanthemum.
Mine, I want it to be like Ace of Spades or something. Like, I don't know.
Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
I like that. And then you can double as like a mystery.
Yeah, like you're kind of like lost in what it is. Did I tell your future?
Drag queen and mentalist. Ace of Spades. I can't wait till the end of this video when we're gonna be like replenishing our waters with our neck sweat.
I like Ace of Spades, to be honest. And then I'd have everyone have bottles of champagne, Ace of Spades champagne.
I like that.
But how do you spell it? Ace of is my first name?
No, A. Sub Spades.
Or Ace. And then my last name is Off Spades.
O semicolon. O colon off from Dusseldorf.
Off Spades.
From the streets of Dusseldorf. Mentalist and drag star. Ace of Spades. And guest starring.
Everyone flicks their beat.
Guest starring
from Madagascar. Madagascar vanilla bean. We do a great show.
I think we would. Happy Pride, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
That was inspired by Pride.
4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay, and it's your shot.
All right.
But that was my similar one to yours, which I think
that is. Naming something.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Is it mine or yours?
No, it's mine.
Oh, it's yours. Okay.
This is honestly mine. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I hope they're leading somewhere.
Okay.
Because this one also, I don't know where I was going with it, but all I wrote was hearing loss, vision loss, taste loss.
Ooh. Kind of like, what's his worst?
What order? What would you be
hearing
least okay?
loss, vision, or taste?
Yeah.
Well, with COVID, you lost your taste.
And it was awful.
And I lost my taste when I broke my nose.
Okay.
But it came back. But if it was a sustained smell loss, I don't know if I love that.
And flavor, like palate.
I think I'd most prefer probably hearing loss.
Yeah,
because
same.
when music is loud, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
When
and
the
if I don't
kids
hear
are
something-
screaming, I could almost pass out. So I think I could almost do with a little hearing loss, to be honest.
That's true. And to me, one of my biggest fears would be vision loss. Like, I could not be okay with being blind. I don't think I could live.
It's scary. Well, remember, my babsha was blind.
No way.
Yeah, fully blind for
From when?
God, many years of her life. Like, I want to say at least the last 10 years she was like
No
fully blind.
way.
Yeah, and she, best story ever, which I will tell you. She totally managed. She lived on her own, blind, and then she moved in.
And she was
our
fully
home.
blind, or she could see shadows?
Shadows. She could see shadows. So she would be like, "Are you wearing red?" And then she would feel like your clothes.
Oh,
and
okay.
anyway, to be honest, it helped me see that it can be okay. It's not as debilitating as you think. It's certainly like it requires certain accommodations, but it's not. It's not as bad. And she would still dream in color. And then at the end there, she would be like, is there like an orange giraffe at the end of my bed, when she was like really at the end and totally losing it. And we'd laugh, and I'd be like, there is no orange giraffe at the end of your bed. But I guess giraffes are orange in the first place. Maybe it was a zebra.
I don't know. Yeah.
But funniest story. So she was, she would like cook in the house. And she'd be like very close to the pot. And one day she's like looking for things on the counter and like exploring. And she goes and sticks her head in the pot. And my sister grabs her head and yanked her out. She's like, Babsha, your head was in the pot. But she was like fearless in that way.
Was she not burning herself?
She probably was. She probably felt the heat.
Like, I know I can't
Maybe it wasn't boiling yet. So to answer your question, hearing loss, probably I agree vision would be worse than taste.
Because it's more enjoyable. It's like luxury that we can taste it.
Well, like,
but then I also feel like so often I'm like, there's no point of the last 2 weeks of my life except that I got to go for a dinner that I liked. So like if that was removed, like what's the point of anything? But I probably would have a whole different life if I didn't see.
Pivot.
So
instead of being like the last 2 weeks were like blah except for dinner, you'd be like the last 2 weeks were blah except for the time I skydived.
I will never skydive, but that's another question.
I also don't think. I think my skydiving
no
days, I would
yeah.
have, but it just
when
never
I
happened.
didn't think
and so
as
I
much
just
as I
didn't.
did
And now
as I
I'm just
do
like,
now. Yeah, agreed.
I think the plane ride would just make me dizzy, and then I would be worried about being really sick.
Or like, I don't know, pulling a parachute is like, I can't trust things easily, so I just don't trust that the time that I do it that someone would pull a parachute.
I guess though, for the first few times you'd be doing it with somebody, like in tandem.
I don't trust them.
You don't trust them either. You think
and that it would be okay.
Joe from Ontario skydiving is gonna really screw you over.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
maybe it's not his problem. Maybe he just had a bad day and didn't check the packs.
And maybe his girlfriend broke up with him, and he was like, "I'm out. Oh, I'm doing a duo session today. Well,
so you always have to have like a psych exam before you would do
yeah.
it. Anyway, it's totally unnecessary. Kudos to those who do it, but for me, it's a no.
Yeah, me too. But no, vision loss. I feel like also vision loss is more scary when you've had vision.
Yeah, let's say, of course.
Than if you've never experienced life with vision.
Anything is like that. Like if you have something and it's removed, that's always scarier.
Yeah. Vision.
Like the richest people in the world, if they're not as rich, that's scary.
Yeah, and to us they might still be rich, but to them they're like,
really. So like, oh no, only 1 week on the yacht and not 2.
Oh my god, you have to make your own food? One nanny? Ugh, life.
I have to get up with my own baby?
Oh my god. Oh, I have to wipe that? Oh.
But really, like, that would be scary for them.
Yeah, that's
so I can
true.
appreciate that.
True.
So it's all perspective. It's all relative. Okay. We cut it off. We got cut off. But in a timely fashion. Okay, so. This is mine. Worst movie.
Oh.
I don't want to be trash talking, but somehow this creeped in as one of my topics.
And I don't even have ever seen?
Yeah, like what's a bad movie in your mind?
Oh man. Okay, I have a hard time remembering movies in general. Like I could have watched something twice and forget that I've watched it, let alone for me to come up with the name of a movie. I watched something not too long ago. Fuck.
I'm trying to think of one of my worst movies, and I actually can't even really think of them because even the bad ones I kind of like.
No, I watched one recently. This is not the worst movie because I can't remember the worst movies that I've seen. I'll be honest with you. I can't even dive into that. But I watched one recently, and I do not know the name of it. But the entire movie, start to 5 minutes before it ended. So an hour and 25 minutes. And I had no idea because it was one of those like, oh, okay, let me go on Prime. That looks interesting. Really good actors in it. The woman was on a jog on her cell phone from the moment the movie started. To 5 minutes, but it didn't stop. She's jogging, she's wearing a gray hoodie, she's lost in the forest, and there's a shooting at her kid's school.
Oh god.
She's hearing things, then she falls and she's waiting for an Uber, then she can't find her Uber ride because she got off the trail. It didn't stop, and the whole time I'm like, I have to turn this off, but I can't. I need to know what happened because then she thought her son was the shooter because he was depressed at home.
Oh my god, that is awful.
Worst movie.
I don't
and
even
like
opt to
literally,
watch
I
that
watched
subject
it to
matter.
the end because I was like, I need to know what happens. He wasn't the shooter. Nothing happened, and they just went home.
Okay, so that sounds awful. I would not even entertain the subject matter, if I'm being honest. But like, I didn't have
imagine
movie
that the actress was a really good actress. But it got, honestly, I'm telling you, it captivated you because she's like, she's gonna
clearly.
No, oh no.
For me, the worst movie, I'm gonna say movie genre because I actually don't have a movie. I thought that I would have so many that just like came to mind. So I'm sorry to put you on the spot on that because I don't even have something. But movie genre that I can't stand.
Space. Star Wars fucking bullshit. Sorry, continue.
I can dabble in Star Wars, a ridge Star Wars, but I can't. I don't think I can do the whole thing. But just horror is too scary for me.
I don't even
watch it.
watch
It's just too awful.
I can't watch it, so I wouldn't know what's good and what's bad. I can't. If it gets too scary, I can't.
It's just like, forget it.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
No interest.
I can't go to sleep. I can't walk around. I can't do anything.
First of all, I've always been someone that one could laugh at a movie and I can cry so easily at a movie because I'm too, like, compassionate towards something. So a horror movie, I'm like in it.
You're in it.
I'm
you're
too
being
in it.
murdered.
Yeah. I know
but
that.
But when I was younger, like I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. I watched like Blair Witch, which like still haunts me.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that.
But now these days I won't do it. All right. Shifty, it's you.
That was a good one.
that you're just being kind, but that's okay.
No, it's great.
I don't.
It's great. It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. I'm so curious. I'm like,
oh, I like this question.
Okay. First of all, so far you've been getting all yours and I've been getting mine.
Yes. Maybe we're just drawn to our own fold.
That's some metaphysics.
Okay, if I told you that in 10 years you'd be in jail, what were you accused for?
Accused? You mean I didn't do it?
No, you're in jail.
Yeah.
So, and you were accused for something. What are you guilty of?
Well, but it depends on whether I did it or not.
You did.
Did I do it? Did I do it?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Question.
I don't know. You did it because you're in jail.
I don't want to go super dark, but if... Okay, I say maybe jewelry or art theft.
Oh, wow.
That's not super dark. I think I would.
Wow,
do,
yeah,
I would genuinely.
What did you steal?
Either high jewelry or high art. So, if to me, I think like an art heist. There's almost nothing better than an art heist.
That's amazing. Oh my god,
like,
that show that I told you to watch, Lupin.
C'est très bien, Lupin. C'est très sympa.
It's so good.
So good. They're coming out with another season.
So good.
So
yeah,
good.
That I love.
Art heists for me. I don't. I'm confident that I'm not smart enough to pull it off. However,
that's why you're in jail.
That's why I'm in jail. I do think if I really put my mind to it, and if I was up against a wall and needed to do it,
okay, yeah,
I probably could pull something off. There's a lot of unsecure
did you ever see how
with lots of lucrative
well
art.
I think now it's the hardest time to steal something like art, but like the Mona Lisa was stolen. There's a documentary on it. It's very cool how it happened.
I know, and there's so many other ones that are just like,
and it took them forever to figure any of it out.
It's just the dang. I love.
But now we have cameras and stuff, which make it so hard. Whereas that, like, that's crazy how the Mona Lisa got stolen by a guy who like did like frame work and he knew the ins and outs of the Louvre, but because he knew people there, they like opened the door for him, not knowing he was carrying the Mona Lisa. And he literally went out the back, like the side door. It was locked, which wasn't part of his plan. So this random janitor was like, "Oh, here, I'll unlock it for you." Let him out, and then it just so happened that the gate to leave through the parking lot happened to be unlocked. So he just like walked out with it. Brilliant.
I love people who have the gonads, to do that. For me, so there is one art heist that happened in Boston, and the paintings are still at large, and one of them was a Rembrandt.
Oh wow!
And two, I believe, Degas as well. It was a private collection in a small museum that actually just like straight up didn't have cameras.
Oh wow! That's
and they
crazy.
just like yanked them off the walls, or actually they did have cameras, or maybe they went dark or something like that. Anyway, they thought that it was potentially the mob, and they think that they'll never find them again. But there's also a documentary, and I can't remember. Cool. What the name of
interesting.
Anyway, so if I'm in jail,
good for you. I'm glad you didn't.
I would hope.
Would you like some watermelon?
No, you know what's funny? I actually don't like watermelon. Of all the fruits, because to me it's just sugar water.
There's not that much sugar in watermelon, is there?
No, it's just like, it's not like a satisfying bite. Oh, this is one of yours. Don't roll your eyes.
One dumb one.
If you could live, I think, in an American city or state, which would it be and why? Super interesting. I would say I have two initial thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm just living there for shits and gigs in my mind for a very short term.
Okay.
Because I don't think I could do a long-term live.
Yeah.
LA, because why not?
Yeah.
And then maybe I just get immersed in what I think is a completely like culture shock. Or New York, so that it's like badass.
I thought you would say New York.
Yeah. How like predictable and annoying. But I think it's just,
if it was a temporary thing, like for fun and kind of feel the culture of it, I totally agree with New York. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean there would be few.
I think at this point in my life though, I would want an American city that's more like
Maine
side. Yeah, Maine would be nice. Simple,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the simple.
Yeah.
That's
and,
true.
And
that's
something with
one.
some culture. Like I wouldn't want to go to like the South, or I don't know.
The South is full of culture and great food.
Yeah, but like I don't want to. Yeah, but they're one cultured. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I think the heat. Although I said LA, I think the heat would just kill me.
Yeah, LA would be cool. California.
Somewhere California,
Yeah.
I think, would be like interesting enough to move for.
Yeah, that's true. I heard San Francisco.
San Fran,
cool.
San Diego.
New Mexico, Utah.
Utah is beautiful.
Really? That's where the Mormons all live.
I know, but
Salt Lake City. Did you see the Book of Mormons?
Of course. Oklahoma. But that's not it. I can't think of the tune. I almost never laughed so hard. All I think is
Salt Lake City. I've also never laughed so hard.
Book of Mormon was amazing. That freaking puppet one that I can't remember the name of was amazing.
Oh, I never saw it.
Shit, I can't remember the name. Victoria was really good as well. That I saw.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I don't know what that
in New
is.
York. It was my first Broadway play that I saw when I was a wee lad.
Mine was my first
Ladder?
one was Beauty and the Beast in Toronto. I was like 11.
Yeah,
it was amazing, and I got to go backstage after, and
What?
I met them. I was like mind blown.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a lot of heavy makeup.
Yeah, and they were like, I didn't understand because at one point they rolled Chip, you know, the little broken cup, on a cart, and he's singing. And I'm like, how did he do it? Probably, obviously, the thing had like a cover and he was just sitting on a cart, but I couldn't figure it out. And they wouldn't tell me how.
They wouldn't tell you. They didn't want to take the magic away from you.
They didn't. I'm glad they didn't.
That's cute. Oh, I've never gone backstage for anything, but very cool. And I obviously can't wait. We'll see Hamilton. I mean, I am seeing the Harry Potter one.
You are?
Like 2 weeks.
I was wondering if you were. I bought tickets.
I don't know
for,
what I'm wearing.
The lady in my office loves Harry Potter. And it's her birthday on Thursday, so I bought her tickets to the show in August.
Of you. Yeah, we got some good tickets. So I'm gonna dress as a witch, but I'm just not sure. If it was winter, I would put my Quidditch outfit on, but it's dead summer, as you can see. So
you're gonna dress like a witch? Well, you should do it more Harry Potter than just a witch.
No, in Harry Potter, the females are all called witches.
Oh,
so technically a wizard.
Okay, fair.
But I'm not gonna be Harry Potter.
No.
I'm always Hermione.
Who are you going with?
Robin, aka Ron. maybe Robin wants to be someone more. I mean, almost no one's more badass than Ron. I mean, that guy. I can't get into Harry Potter. This is gonna be a whole conversation. But maybe he wants to be someone else. Maybe he wants to be Voldemort. That would be cool.
Wow,
He could probably
cool
pull off a
like
very
that.
cool Voldemort.
Yeah, and you could probably like steal some. I mean, bring in some alcohol.
Yeah,
Easily
like
in his costume.
butterbeer. In his shoe flask.
Oh my
Is it me? It's you.
Oh yeah, American City. I think I'm gonna go for this one. So Sheila decided that there's a cardboard on the paper, so she wrote on the cardboard.
And I can't remember what is in here. Oh, I do.
What? Circle of life kills. What does that mean?
I wanted to talk about the circle of life, but more specifically, if you were comfortable with the kills. As
Sorry.
As part of the circle of life. Like, this morning topic, Robin was like, how come you don't want to see Granger, our dog, kill a bunny in the backyard, but you're obsessed with watching lions kill X number of animals? Like, I watch it, and I obviously went to Africa to seek it out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because I think the distinction is the circle of life, which was what the topic is. Like, I think I'm okay with it if it's part of the circle of life, and I think I'm not okay with it when my dog goes after baby bunnies and then just throws it up on my kitchen floor, which happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Also, maybe because you see your dog as a pet, not as a wild animal. Because if you knew that your dog was not a pet and they were like hunting out their food, you'd probably have no problem with it.
Yeah, you're right. I would have no problem with it.
Or if they're consuming what they
You're right. I would have no problem with it. So I think domestic animals.
But that's where the circle of life.
Kill.
I trust wholeheartedly that the world was made a certain way. That when we try to control it too much, it makes no sense. So like, if we didn't kill animals, if we didn't do certain things in the world, then the animals would like full on take over. And people wouldn't have food in a lot of areas of the world. Like, to hunt, to fish, to do all those things is such a normal thing. Like, the fact that, like, okay, there wasn't always fire. We didn't always have refrigeration and stuff. So, yes, we ate greens and all these things. But also, for health purposes, it only makes sense that you eat animals.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask.
Wait, so you're saying
about
that humans,
veganism and stuff.
You're saying humans fold into the circle of life.
I think that we fucked it up a bit. We changed it from like a circle to like a triangle.
Like well, there's the circle, and then there's like the human offshoot.
Oh, okay, I don't know how it works.
No, this is my own mind.
Oh, okay.
I didn't write the book on the circle of life.
I'm just more like the circle of life is that people are born, people die, people are killed.
Oh,
animals
I see,
and all those things. So the world goes around and is in spherical motion because of everything keeps a balance with itself. So the amount of water gets evaporated, absorbed, goes up, evaporates, comes down. The amount of bees in the world is calculated and kept into motion.
Yes,
so I feel like everything was meant to be
ecosystem until
in a
the
circle.
Humans came in. Yes,
but
I
then
totally
people
agree.
came in, which is fine, and we continue the circle of life.
Yes.
But now people put their thoughts into it that they're not allowed to do things. And now, really, this circle is just like this, and it's all fucked up.
Yes. It's basically
it's crossing over. It doesn't make any sense.
It's basically a 12-pointed star.
Exactly. We decided that
you're right.
Animals. Okay, yes, fine. Animals now help us to transport things. Now we have animals sleeping in our beds as companionship, which I get it.
Bed? Whose bed?
Guangzhou. Anyways,
no, first of all, dogs were companions to humans.
Long before, fine.
Forever.
But a companion.
But I know what you mean.
I'm just saying, I think we've really, messed up the whole thing. But personally, I still could never be a vegetarian, and I say this all the time. For me to eat a medium rare piece of lamb chop or veal chop or a ribeye, I have no connection to this was a living, breathing animal.
Yes.
And I also am part of a Western world that doesn't see the slaughter and hunt and all that part of it. So if I go from eating meat and never being on a farm to seeing an animal being slaughtered, killed, I have too much emotion that would affect me. But if I grew up the way that the world used to be, I think it would be a non-issue to hunt.
If you were hunting your own lamb chop instead of buying it at the butcher, you'd be fine with that lamb.
Exactly.
Okay. But I say, veganism, I think, is more about the carbon footprint and, what it's doing for greenhouse gases than it is about, the butchery, which is a whole different side of it. And, so, that's one piece of it. But as far as, kills and, the purest form of the circle of life, yes. The lion killing a warthog is the
fascinating.
Fucking tits. It's great to see because it's exactly the way the world was meant to be. It's the canvas.
When you watch cheetahs running after a herd and they see where the weak one is and they go for it.
I saw that. I saw a cheetah kill a gazelle.
Wow,
it's exactly what you're describing.
Amazing.
And it was some fast ass running.
That's
from
normal.
both points. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So that was my circle of life question.
Kills. Circle of life.
Nothing but the kills, the thrills, the bills, the tills. Okay.
Who's saying that? Really?
Is that a real
DMX?
song?
No. Yes? Are you joking?
No, it must be.
It's a rap.
Oh, I know you're gonna have an interesting opinion about
a million
this
breakdowns. It's Eminem. Something but the pills, the yield, the thrill until they kill a million brain cells.
I'm so embarrassed.
Something but the real.
Oh God! I hope he never watches
something
this.
But the. Oh my God! And if his daughter does.
Sorry, Haley. Because I was driving on the highway and a motorcycle was behind me, riding my ass, and I was like, for your safety and mine, I'm not going above 115 here. And that's what's gonna happen. And then he drove past me. But I guess my take on motorcycles is would you own one? What would you do? Because I know your dad owns one, right?
I always has since he was 14. We had 3 in our garage as kids. Now he has 2. He just sold one of them. Motorcycles scare the shit out of me.
They scare the shit out of me. But happy to ride a Vespa. Have done it many times and would do it again.
Same. I think though that people take something with high speed and they turn it into rugged. They've made it scarier than what it is. Obviously, if you're at high speed and you're on a motorcycle, you're gonna die for the most part. There's no
if a collision happens.
Yeah, you're not protected whatsoever. You're gonna die. But people also don't know how to ride motorcycles. If you're following a car, you're supposed to be fully in their passenger side mirror.
Okay.
Or the driver's side mirror. I don't even remember at this point.
Okay.
But you see people on the highway on a motorcycle and they're driving center lane. They're not even watching to make sure the car in front of them is fully aware. You have to do your part.
Right.
I don't know. I think the motorcycle age limit should be much higher to be able to ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, sure. I like that.
I think you should have a full clean driving record on 4 wheels before you should be able to have any sort of 2 wheels.
I don't know. I don't even know why I put the topic in there. It's just like it freaked me out on the way here, and I'm just like,
they should maybe have a cap on speed for motorcycles. I don't fucking know. It's so stupid.
Nobody would actually follow that. No one would.
At least here we have to wear helmets.
I don't actually find there's too many motorcycles on the streets here.
No. Yeah. I mean, I know people that have died on a motorcycle.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Not like close to me.
Yeah.
But like enough to like make you fear it.
Yeah, fear it and think
or like my dad, quite often he's out on a motorcycle and all I'm thinking is like, please bring him home safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love motorcycles.
But he loves it.
And I think it's weird, like, I would never want a motorcycle ever in a million years. I plan on getting a Vespa. The problem is insurance here is the only reason why I haven't gotten one yet is insurance.
Rob and I were talking about that yesterday.
But because for me to like go out for a coffee or grab something small, I'd rather be just jumping on a Vespa than a vehicle. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Even coming to work, I'd rather be driving a Vespa, but why do we have to pay insurance all year? Ooh, this metal is so hot in the sun.
I was thinking my gold is so high. I like, has our color changed? I'm positive that I'm gonna be red. Like
I'm gonna be red.
Like the tomato I love to eat.
This is red. But I haven't been out in the sun. I did this 2 weeks ago, and my tan line for my watch is next level ugly.
Oh my god,
it is so ugly. I don't know if you can see it, but it's ugly.
It's like you can actually tell the time on your arm hairs and your freckles. That's why they say 12:15. Half past a freckle.
Okay, next. Sorry, would you let Bo get a motorcycle?
I mean, there's a like, obviously, as far as I'm making the decisions, he's not sitting on a motorcycle, but at some point, he's going to do whatever he wants to do.
And you have a preference between your daughter and son getting motorcycles?
But I think if he does it, I'm gonna like be like fine. But I always have like this thing where I'm gonna, like I told you last time, like I'm gonna tattoo my face if my kids ever like do something that really scares me, just so like they don't want to do it. It's like I'm sure like, and they can call my bluff. Go ahead, get a motorcycle, and then I'll be like, my son
has a motorcycle?
is risking his life every day. Oh, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
They'll be like, oh my god, he's in the military? And you're like,
no,
he got a gun license.
He is riding a Vespa down the street to get a coffee.
He bought a new skateboard, and the wheels are really fast. And
he called my bluff, and so now I just added this little X. I just have X's, like a goalie.
I just have wheels on my cheekbones. Ew. Please never get a face tattoo, even if your son or daughter get a motorcycle.
We'll see.
Ooh, this is a good one.
This is mine. And I'll explain it. What's the topic?
Bathroom etiquette.
So, public washroom etiquette is what I'm talking about. Let's say, first of all, I don't know if you...
Sorry, can I just tell you? At this point in time, I manage/own a restaurant. And our upstairs patio and second floor space, there's one bathroom. One androgynous bathroom. Someone shit all around inside, falling off the sides of the toilet. And can I point out that night before, the toilet was cleaned. The next day, the person came to open up at lunch at 11 o'clock, and that's when they found all the shit. So the person that actually did all that was not a guest. It's either a staff member or someone that was coming in to do some servicing of the building.
Mm-hmm. I'm horrified by that story. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't they just clean it, for fuck's sakes? First of all, that's not the bathroom etiquette I was going to say.
You're just talking about regular bathroom etiquette?
I was going to say, like, let's say you do poo in a public stall, and you come out, do you personally tell to the person, do not go in there? Oh, woo! Or do you just leave it?
You just leave it, and you pretend the person before you did it. And you're like, the person before me.
Do you even mention it? Like, couldn't even get that toilet.
No, first of all, it's toilet. Oh, if you let, like, shit in the toilet?
No, first of all, if you let shit in the toilet, that I don't even know.
It's a toilet. I think we all kind of have to just accept the fact that people go to the bathroom. Let them go to the bathroom. Like, I'm sorry, if someone has shit, it's not their fault, and it's a bathroom. Thankfully, they did it there. They can't do it in their pants. It's a bathroom. You're meant to pee and poo in there.
Okay, but do you tell the person waiting?
No.
You don't. You just let it...
You should assume that the person before you peed or pooed in the toilet.
You should
If it's
assume.
pee or poo, it's not up to them to tell you.
No, you're right. You're right. It's not... in the rule book,
No.
the world rule book,
No.
which should be written.
But I think that, like, generally speaking, we can go back to what you're saying of, like, pee or poo, let them know. But bathroom etiquette in general, I think
pee
people...
or poo, let them know.
And maybe you don't have to say it there's just a dry erase inside, and then you just, like, point it out.
They'll know.
You just circle 1 or 2. Or a combo.
You bang the light as you're going to the toilet. Or if the red light goes on, it's been a poo.
Yeah.
Just a silent nod
it's a big one,
to
you
the
write the
fact
word,
that
like,
you might
7.
want to take the stall to the right.
Or
you to the
right.
right.
I think they would soon find out.
They would, but you want to warn them before they get
Yeah.
in. That's the etiquette I'm talking about.
Yeah, true. And maybe like you don't want to embarrass them, because if you don't want them to feel bad that if they like go in and then they walk out, then make you feel bad.
Are they committed? Are you committed, by the way, to a stall once you enter it?
No.
Even if, hang on a second, there's a lineup. You know, it's like, let's say, the airport.
But see, that's where etiquette has more to do with that.
Come off the plane
That's where etiquette has more to do with that, because that's one thing. The smell. Okay, fine. A smell is one thing. Not flushing, leaving toilet paper on the floor, peeing on a seat, leaving toilet paper on seats.
Obviously,
like,
you're not going
etiquette
to
is
go
a
to
mess.
the washroom, so you're going back into line and you're just
more,
like, never mind.
Yeah. I
Agreed,
prefer,
but smell,
I prefer smelling someone's
you're sucking it
whatever.
up.
Or,
but I wouldn't...
or like toilet seat. Why do you have to leave stuff on the toilet seat?
Dude,
Why do you have to leave a tampon on a toilet seat? It's happened.
You've had much more public washroom.
It's you had to
have.
leave a tampon there. I've had to clean up a stall where someone projectile vomited all over the walls at a banquet hall with red wine, projectile everywhere, handle of the toilet seats all around, the walls covered in projectile vomit.
Awful, because they don't think
they're
that
hammered,
somebody
I get
else is
it.
doing.
But,
It's
like,
like they don't think that there's another human behind
Someone's
there.
gonna have to do
Which
something.
makes maybe there needs to be a robot in innovation on bathroom cleaning.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure there's many toilet innovations of like self-cleaning and yada yada, but nothing is really gonna get it like a human.
or you get the toilets that, like, have you been to Harbor 60 and used the toilet?
I've never been to Harbor 60
Okay,
and I
well,
would
you
love
should
to
go. And
go.
the toilets are magical. There's, like, you can probably just throw scent in the air too from those toilets.
Nice.
Nice. They warm, they wash, they mist you, they spray you.
I think
It's
in
like
the
a
new
bidet
house
toilet.
I might get a bidet toilet. Why not?
Yeah. It's nice.
Let's save the planet by way of toilet paper.
Is there a tan line there?
There's an aggressive tan line, yes. That's going to develop over
Is it work? Wow, Shilele is on vacay.
I wish I was on vacation. I'd be having a champagne.
True. Yeah, no, women are worse than guys in bathrooms. I don't care what anyone says. Guys leaving a toilet seat up, women are fucking vile. They're vile.
I'm sorry that
women
you
to men,
so much
women are
experience
worse.
in this
But can I tell
category.
you, just because of how I am as well, when I go to a public place and I'm using the hand sink and I spray around or whatever, I'm about to dry my hands, even if it's not me that's sprayed around the sink, but I'm using a paper towel to dry my hands, I dry my hands and then I wipe the surface.
I like to do a
Why don't we all do that? Why is it so hard for some people?
Look,
Some people don't even put things in the garbage bin. They just... Maybe it went in, maybe it didn't, I don't know.
Yeah, I just...
I don't care. Someone else will go out.
Anna, I don't even go to public toilets. I don't even go to the washroom.
I don't.
No,
I go number 0.
Anna Delvey doesn't. I'm a number 0. I just 0
I
all
just
the time.
evaporates.
I only eat the right exact amount and it all gets used in my body.
But when I speak and walk.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, it's warm.
We need a major air conditioning moment.
Yeah, we'll do. I think
is that all of our topics?
I think that's all of our topics.
That's all our topics for today.
Thanks for coming.
We'll hit you back. So I have a sign off now. Well, we'll see. I'll try it on you and you see how it goes. Basically, it's something like, what was it? Find someone or something that makes you laugh and seek them or it out. It's very long. Maybe we can.
No, I think that's good.
So, find someone or something that makes you laugh. Seek them or it out. Go have a giggle.
Yeah.
No, go have a giggle. Get yourself a
giggle.
Get yourself a giggle.